All this work that we're doing, brothers, for this ministry, eventually is going to pay off. You better believe it, man. It's going to pay off like you'll never believe. Okay? And by the way, we're the highest value male on this planet. The men of the Lord, the men of this truth, the hopeful elect of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, the highest value male there is.
This is 2nd Ezra chapter 15, verse 1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Kakodash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS, whom rule well, teach well, being great examples to us younger brothers, and peace and blessing salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh Bashim Al-Shah. And what I want to get into this morning, all right, is going into prophecy. You know, got a few things going on, got a few articles I want to get into, and at the end of the day, prophecy is at the forefront of the ministry. You know, going back to the word preacher, you know, which means to proclaim, all right, before, okay, and we proclaim these things written, okay, before they happen, all right, because Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai is going to cause everything to be written to come to pass, you know, and we watch, all right, for the build-up of these things, you know, as we're constantly commanded in the scriptures, you know, to watch. All right, 2nd Ezra 15 and 2. And cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And the paper that they was written in is the Bible, the scrolls, you know, which was converted to a Bible, you know, to a book format, all right, for us in these times, you know, that we can run and read it, okay, as the Holy Spirit, you know, has, you know, been, all right, unleashed, all right, on the Lord's men, you know, in these times, all right, to have the understanding, to know the mysteries, all right, to put this thing together, to be able to warn, all right, of what's to come, okay? Now, the latest thing now in the news, okay, is dealing with, all right, the mask, all right, mandates coming back, okay? Is if they're gearing up for a second round, which we know at the end of the day a second round is coming. Okay? We know that these devils, all right, want to bring the squeeze to fully implement, all right, their NWO. All right? And we know it ends with their charagma. Okay? Now, what these devils exactly up to with this go around, we'll see. All right, but we're just watching and reporting through the spirit. Now, it says it's really happening. All right, mass mandates, okay, contact tracing re-implemented at colleges and offices. Okay, it says the Atlanta Journal reported Monday that Morris Brown College, a black private liberal arts college, okay, has reinstated the measure as part of a precautionary step, okay? And you know it will have to begin with Jake. And one thing about it, Jake is being heavily condemned, okay? Because they are quick to obey Esau Edom and his mandates, okay? They're quick to get in line with Esau Edom and his mandates, but when the word come out, Jake don't want no part of it, man. You know? And these things that's happening, Jake is being heavily condemned. Jake do all this marching, and we was done wrong, and we want our 40 acres and the mule. But when these mandates come out, all right, when these wicked decrees come out, Jake is first in line, man. Okay, the nigger college is first. You know, there's that no king but Caesar mentality, man. Okay, matter of fact, let's get that. All right, and you Israelites, you know, you shown where your trust lies, man. All right, and the so-called white man is a god to you niggas, man. Okay, let's keep reading down. This is St. John. This is Yahushua was getting ready to be crucified. Okay, and this is how Jake was feeling. This is St. John, chapter 19, verse 12. Okay, it says, and from thenceforth Pilate sought to release him, but Yahushua cried out, but the Jews cried out, saying, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king speaketh against Caesar. Okay, and when you jump down to 15, but they cried out, away with him, crucify him. Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar. Okay, Jake was looking at Caesar as a god, just as they look at, okay, so-called white man today as a god, man. And that's why Jake is so quick to get in line. Jake got the mask on now. You know, a lot of Jakes never took the mask off. Okay? It says the report notes that students and staff will all be asked to mask up while on campus only 1 week after classes begin. A communication issue by the college claims there have been reports of positive. All right, there have been reports of positive cases among students in the Atlanta University Center, a consortium of black colleges and universities located on the western side of Atlanta. Okay? It says Alex Jones says a TSA whistleblower has told him TSA employees were instructed on Tuesday that masks are coming back by October for travelers, all right, and full restriction lockdowns by December due to new dangerous variant, okay, out of Canada. So we'll see, man. You know, they might be gearing up. All right, and we just report these things, man. You see, and whether they're doing this for distraction, you know, they're telegraphing, you know, for distraction. Okay, but these devils, all right, are working in the shadows, man. All right, now I want to go here. It's another one. All right, real quick. It says it's coming. It says fake President Biden already buying more. All right, as you can see. All right, C-19 equipment, hiring pandemic safety. Okay, hiring pandemic safety protocol. Enforces. All right, enforces for next round. Okay, of lockdowns. Okay. It said recently unearthed government Joe Biden revealed that, like it says, recently unearthed government documents revealed that fake President Joe Biden is feverishly making preparations for another round, all right, of the thing. Okay. Lockdowns complete with mask mandates, okay, and testing. Biden has begun making very large purchases, okay, using your tax dollars, of course, of various equipment and other resources designed to keep Americans subdued and living in terror in the lead up to the 2024 presidential election. New government advisors will reportedly be in charge of enforcing Biden's new safety protocols for the country, including mandatory testing with millions of test kits. The Department of Defense and other federal agencies are purchasing right this very moment for your demise. Okay? And analysts of these contracts, which are traceable via the federal government spending database, show that they plan to relaunch, okay, the C-19 tyranny beginning in September or October at the least. Okay? So, we're seeing these things. Things are coming out. Like I say, we'll see. All right, but we're going to continue to report on these things, man. And we know this devil, all right, is lurking. He's up to something. A lot of people have, fell in love with that normalcy again. All right, and this devil is always up to some type of psyops, some type of mental game. You go into how a snake, mainly a boa constrictor, kills its prey. Okay, it tightens down on it, and then it'll loosen up to let the prey breathe. And when the prey, exhales, okay, then it tightens up some more, okay, and then it loosen up and let the prey breathe out, expand. All right, then when you exhale, you contract, then it tighten up some more. So it's constantly getting tighter and tighter, man. Okay, and this guy's a damn serpent. Okay, we know, all right, what we dealing with, man. You see, and a lot of people don't understand what they're dealing with Esau Edom. That's why when you go into the Psalms, all right, King David always, be very cautious of these people, man, and will ask for protection from these people in prayer. This Psalm 64:1, okay, Psalm of David says, "Hear my voice, O power, in my prayer preserve my life from fear of the enemy." Okay, you see, people don't look at Esau as an enemy. They just think of a few, politicians, and a few of them are bad. But nah, man, this bloodline is our enemy. Okay, Jake, is a lot of people fully don't get that, man. Okay, it says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection, okay, of the workers of iniquity." And you read this in the NLT. It said, "Hide me from the plots of this evil mob, from this gang of wrongdoers." Okay, and we need to be preserved because this devil has so much, coming, so much, happening, and he's like, God damn, he's all over the place, man. You see, well, at the end of the day, we need to be protected from this man and his wicked, all right, intent, man. Okay, it says, "Who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." Yeah, because through this man decrees, people die. Okay, when he starts making mandates, people die. Everything this does with his counsel, with his legislation, people die. What he allows to go into the foods, what he, allows to become a culture, through entertainment and music, people die. Okay, it said that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. All right, man, and we know that their main aim is always Jake. Okay, we know that their main target, their main goal is always Jake, man. Okay, they're perfect. You see, it said they encourage themselves in the evil matter, because we're gonna see who's going to be the most vulnerable when they come out with the next thing. We're gonna see who's gonna be the most vulnerable. What demographic, what ethnic group of people is gonna be the most, all right, vulnerable. Who needs to get, the juice first. Okay, it said they encourage themselves in the evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately. They say, "Who shall see them?" And this is all a snare. Like I say, he has gotten people back in love with that normalcy. Okay, He has, got people to trust. He's always pushing, his AI in some form, of upgrade. Okay, he's always pushing as if he's, here, for healthcare. He's here for safety, security. It's all a snare. Like this is going to be, he's here pushing convenience. Okay, but this is all a snare, man. Okay, everything that this man is doing is a snare, is a trap, and a lot of people gonna be entrapped. And he wants you to love your life. He wants you to love his convenience. He wants you to love, all right, that to be motivated by your lust and your pleasures, because he's gonna use that as leverage, man. Okay, we come to a time where everyone is finna be tested, whether they love this life or not, whether they love, all right, the beast or not, man. Because ain't no gray areas, man. And that's the trap, man. You see, he's gonna dangle. He's gonna use normalcy and convenience as a bait. Okay, it's gonna snare a lot of people into this NWO. It says they search our iniquities. They accomplish a diligent search. Yeah, this nigga, he's deep. He studies your mind. He studies how the human body works, how the mind works, how, colors, he goes to the colors, how color, he goes to all these things, man. The way he speaks, the tone he speaks in, he goes deep into his wickedness, man. Okay? Both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart, okay, is deep, which is their mind. Okay? This man is steps, okay? All these people talking about they prepping and I'm gonna do this, and if this happens, we're gonna do this. Like, nah, Esau, he already got that planned out. This man has nothing but free time to plan wickedness and execute it, man. This is what this man does in his free time as a ruler, is plan on how to execute wickedness, man. And all those schemes and plots that people think, okay, that they're going to be able to accomplish, okay, that they think they're going to prep their way out of this or ride the wave. And nah, man. This man has already thought of these things, man, because the Lord has this man operating like this, man. Okay? Because he's being used, all right, as a weapon of the Lord right now. Okay? Until he's, all right, used up, and then he's going to be discarded. That's why you read verse 7 said, but the Most High shall shoot at them with an arrow. Suddenly shall they be wounded. Okay? Suddenly shall they be wounded. The Most High is going to begin to go at this man. Okay? The Lord is allowing him to wreak havoc for a certain time, and then the Lord is going to go at this man. Okay? So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and that's what we're seeing. All that see them shall flee away, and all men shall fear and shall declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. Okay? And this is where we at. Okay? And all these articles and a lot of this alternative news is these Edomites, these bottom tier Edomites, which are fed up. And see, they're fed up because their white privilege is dwindling. Okay? So we see these devils, fed up. Okay? And white privilege is diminishing. Now we see these devils want to fight, want to protest, want to kick and scream. Okay? And it says, and all men shall fear and declare the work of the Most High, for they shall wisely consider of his doing. Yeah, it's going to be obvious that the Lord is dealing with this man. Okay? That the Lord is judging this man. That's going to be obvious in the earth, man. Okay? The Lord is finna really, all right, execute his judgment in the earth, man. He said the righteous shall be glad in the Lord and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. Okay? And these are the times we're coming into, man, where the Lord, all right, is going to intervene. And that's going to be to our rejoicing, man. That's going to be to our joy, man. Okay, because we know this is the source of the problem on the earth is Esau, Edom. And the Lord's going to deal with the source of the problem, man. Okay? These devils, man. Okay? Matter of fact, let's get that real quick. And Sirach 10 and 10. Okay? It says, in Sirach 10 and 10, it says, the physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. All right, Esau is that long disease that's been in the earth, man. He's a plague. He himself is a plague to the earth, man. His rulership is a plague to the entire earth, man. And the physician, Yahushua, is coming to cut that off, man. Okay? What you do with a disease is isolated, and then it's cut off. Okay? So I want to go here. Because also you have, okay, these guys just all over the place, man. You know, you got the dollar demise, India and UAE, all right, which is United Arab Emirates. Okay, complete first dollar free oil sale in rupees. Okay, so you have the collapse of the dollar. All right, that's on the way. Okay. All these things are happening, man. Let's go here. All right, so let's read this. It says, the UN is building a digital army to fight what it calls deadly disinformation. And see, this is a information war, man. Info war. Okay, and ultimately it's the elites of Esau, Edom versus the house of David, man. Okay, because the message that they really want to stop is this word. Okay, because this fully exposes them, because these alternative news sites, they go into good, they make good points, they bring out good information. Okay, but they not going to the source. All right, this is Esau Edom doing this, and why he's doing this, man. Okay, the word is really exposing the devil, and it goes into the true solution, man, which is Yahushua. Okay, so it's gonna come a time where, you know, his word is not going to be, okay, he's not going to have free course, man. The Lord's going to allow it. You know, that's why it's already written, because the Lord's going to allow, you know, this word to be shut up. Okay? That's why now it's a daily thing to be edified and built up in this word, man. Understand what's going on. Okay? Understanding what we believe. All right? It said the UN is tripling down on his role as an important global player in the fight against online misinformation and the amplification of the narrative of supposedly serious threat this allegedly new phenom brings to humankind. The UN peacekeepers are adding another task to the duties the member states fund when they approve their missions meant to help people in countries devastated by war and other disasters. They are now also building a digital army, okay? And according to the write-up of the UN website, misinformation is viewed by the World Organization in exceedingly alarmist terms as deadly and posing existential risk to such core building blocks of modern societies as democratic institutions and fundamental human rights. You'll see this word is breaking this place down. Okay? This word is breaking this place down. And the scriptures say that, man. Let's get it. And that's why all we gotta do is keep pushing Yahushua, man. And this place gonna collapse. You know, like the spirit was on the brother of the bayou down here in the Mississippi camp to go into, you know, the time of Joshua when those priests was marching around Jericho blowing the trumpets. And eventually what? The walls fell down, man. And we're doing the same thing now. We're blowing those trumpets, and now Those walls getting ready to fall, man. And you devils feel it, man. Okay? This is 2 Corinthians 10 and 4. I'll start at 3. It says, for though we walk in the flesh, we do not war after the flesh. Yeah, see, we're not, we're in the flesh, but our war is not in the flesh. Okay? So that's why it's not every Edomite we see is on sight. Nah. We're dealing with spiritual wickedness in high places. This is what we're warned against, man. Okay? For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal. Yeah, we're not about carnal weaponry. Okay? The latest and greatest machine guns. Okay? That's not what we're standing on. Nah, man. Okay? But mighty through the Most High to the pulling down the strongholds. And see, the truth is pulling down the lies, man. Esau has fortified his empire with deception. Okay? He needs deception for his empire to flourish, man. He needs people to be Christians and believe in, because Christianity is nothing but paganism, man. Satanism. When you go into the tenets of Christianity, man. Okay? Do it in your own time. Compare the tenets of Christianity and the tenets of Satanism. Okay? It's the same thing. Okay? It said, for the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through the Most High to the pulling down of strongholds. Okay? And you read the NLT, we use the Most High's mighty weapons, not worldly weapons, to knock down the strongholds of human reasoning and to destroy false arguments. Yeah, man. Westernization, all these things are being pulled down. Feminism, okay, street culture, that black culture. This word is pulling all these things down that Esau uses to run this society, man. Okay, remember the scriptures say he will go forth to what? Let's get that. Then we'll go back. It's the book of Revelation 20 and start at 7. It says that when 1,000 years are expired, Satan shall be loosed out of his prison. Okay, and it's speaking of Esau, Edom. During the Renaissance period, he was loosed out of his prison. He was pushed off, to the Caucasus Mountains, to the outer regions, of what the European Empire at the time during the Dark Ages. Okay, he was pushed out of the pagan Roman Empire. Then it was, Jake ran it as the Byzantine Empire. Okay, he was pushed out, man, from the empires of the world, and he was pretty much pushed out, okay, into the Outer Banks, man. Okay, but he was allowed to be loose and come back in the power of the Renaissance, the rebirth. And what did he do? And shall go out and to deceive the nations which are in the four quarters of the earth. And that deception that he has layered his kingdom with is being broken down by this word, man. That's why they finna go, even harder with censorship. And that's why they're gonna deem us as extremists, deadly. They're gonna, they're gonna be like, damn, for teaching the Bible. Okay, it says Gog and Magog to gather them together to battle, the number of whom is the sand of the sea, and it's gonna lead. His rulership is gonna end with this war with Russia. Okay, so going back to 2 Corinthians. All right, 2 Corinthians 2 and 5 says, casting down imagination and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of the Most High. And this is what we're doing. Okay, reading NLT, it says we destroy every proud obstacle that keeps people from knowing the Most High, man. And this is all this man does in his empire, is to push for people to be anti-Messiah. Okay, push for people to rebel. This is all this man pushes. This is everything that he pushes for in his kingdom, is for people to be in full rebellion. But we push for our people to be in compliance, man, to Yahweh Bashim Al-Shai. It says, and bring into captivity every thought to the obedience of Yahweh Shai. And this was happening, man. We're being conformed. The elect is being conformed to Yahweh Shai. This word is bringing his people back. All right, the remnant, okay, the elect, all right, are subduing those wicked thoughts and those anti-Messiah thoughts and being put under subjection under Yahweh Shai, and it's through the preaching of his word, okay? And it says, in according Yep, showing, yep. And it says they really do make that connection verbatim. And they now use the term war and battlefield. This is a war. This is a real spiritual war. Okay? That's why we begin, demons try to attack us. Demons, hey, that's why it's good, hey, brothers been getting on them detoxes and, hey, this is a real war. Like we really got to be in top tier condition, man. You see, this is a war, man. Okay, it says misinformation and other goings in the media too. We've heard this before, of course, from the Biden administration regarding the C-19. All right, you see, it said, but the identical wording may or may not be a coincidence. In order to justify as much as it can this considerable shift in policy and focus from UN traditional operations and purposes, the UN article, see, this is not even how UN is supposed to operate. Okay, they're not supposed to be over information. Okay, they're supposed to be this united, nations military, and pretty much be a guard to Europe against Russia, man. But now it's like, nah, we got to stop this information showing you that this word is doing heavy damage to this man's kingdom, man. We just got to keep going. See, it look irrelevant what we doing to Jake, to our people that don't get it. Okay, but we see that hey, we have a major effect through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shai. This word is having a major effect on this devil, man. Okay, so that was it on that. I'll just end it here. Let's get this, man. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. All right. Verse 9, it says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. All right. And that's what's happening. The devil is being explained. See, the Esau Edom, there's a spotlight on this devil. This word has a spotlight on him, constantly explaining and exposing his ass, man. Okay, and he's being consumed. Those lies are being consumed, just as the snakes of Moses, all right, consumed the snakes of Pharaoh. That's what's happening, man. This man is being consumed, devoured in the spirit. And then we know he's going to get carnal, all right? And then this war going to go to another phase, man. Okay, but right now we're in spiritual warfare. We're in the heat of spiritual warfare, man. All right, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming, and that's going to be through Yahweh Shai. Okay, so that's the point. Want to bring that out, man. Just touch on a few things, and we'll see how it go. These next few months, they've been speculating. We'll see. But at the end of the day, as long as we rooted in faith, we got the Day of Atonement, coming up, tonight, and we pray that we should be fervent in prayer, praying for each other, praying, for ourselves, our family, our situations, they praying to be built to endure, man, praying to be built to endure. So Lord will you brothers and you sisters edified till next time I say shalom.